And that would be it. I'm trying to hurry.
Okay, that's good. Director Tanner?
Yeah, well, I saw a lot of great things at some schools. The robotics class was presenting their robots in Wasson. That was pretty exciting. And I helped with some student job interviews at Jenkins, and that was really kind of fun, but it was just hard to get them all in. I said that I would make a report on the CASB meeting that was at the end of September, and I just want to let you know that among the things we talked about was a report on the 3 ballot initiatives. Everyone's pretty concerned about that, but we're monitoring it pretty close, and I think that the polling looks like we're heading in the right direction, so we can be marginally positive, but not to let down our guard. And talking about increasing membership in the best insurance program, which is a good thing. Small districts have come in, but we are increasing. And we got some not so good news from the Office of State Planning and Budgeting, and it looks like we're going to be facing a $257 million shortfall due to revenue decline, and that's going to be possibly affecting us this year. And
impact on us,
year.
Mr. Gustafson, 6%?
More than that?
Not going to make it that simple.
I thought you'd just say yes, 6%.
I'm not. It's a great question, and one that we're deliberating heavily because last year at this time we were in the budget cutting mode already. The difference is last year the governor's office called us in and said this was your cut, and in the end it was our cut. This year, through a combination of uncertainty about the state fiscal environment and the election, we don't know. The range is from -$1 billion in the state budget to 0. And we don't know where we're going to be in that range. Here's the key date for us. November 1st, the state budget director has to submit the state budget to Governor Ritter. Okay, so we will know at that point what they propose for K-12 education on November 1st.
Okay.
Now, Governor Ritter has 1 day with it. Obviously, he won't look at it. And so the new governor, whoever that shall be, will then review that and has an opportunity to make changes, and the December economic forecast could affect that, and then of course eventually in January, February it goes to the legislature, it becomes the long bill, and on and on. But the answer is we're right now working within a range of -$1 billion at the state level to 0, and it's just too soon to know.
Okay.
But when's the swearing in of the new governor? It's not 3 November.
Yeah.
So some do, I think. Governor Romer, when he became a lame duck, I'll say, but Ritter could do something with it. I would guess it's not likely. But
Yeah, no, he's already said he
like,
won't.
what is it, January when they get sworn in?
I didn't think it was that late.
Oh, but anyway, there is.
I think it's in December.
I think you're right. He probably ain't going to mess with it.
Yeah, I think Governor Hickenlooper will be very aggressive at dealing with it.
That's not a political endorsement, is it? By an employee of the
I don't think so. Okay.
Additionally,
Yes, we did.
we talked about local control and what that means, and what's the future of local school boards with declining revenues at the local level and more mandates, with providing funding that should give more voice. And we just need to make sure that we're having those discussions, and that we communicate our value, and we're not seen as just being up here and someone else is really making the decisions, that we do have a place in our local school districts. And lastly, this weekend is the fall conference and delegate assembly, and I don't know that anyone else is going, but I'm going, and I wish that we were all going, because there's many breakout sessions. It's like they're going to be discussing medical marijuana in schools, and the use by what you have to develop policies. So we're going to learn about that, not all about legal stuff, and conflict ethics for school board members, legal requirements for Senate Bill 191. We're going to talk about liability issues and restraints in school. So lots of good topics. I can't make them all, but I'll bring back as many resources as I can to share. And anything that's available electronically, I'll make sure you know where to find them.
Okay. Great. I'm going to jump in and just talk real quickly about subcommittee reports, and also in F4, we did say in the agenda that we would debrief the October 5th community engagement meeting, and I'm going to do that pretty quick, and maybe the rest can say their input on that. The one subcommittee that I sat in on for the first time that I know Director Null and several others have been on is the senior stakeholders meeting that meets in this room. And I guess there were about 20 or 25 people there. I think Director Long was there. A very interesting group, a very caring group of people, most of them volunteers in our elementary schools, primarily our elementary school volunteers as grandparents and whatnot. But one of the things that came out of that I think we're still dealing with, the superintendent's got on his shoulders, and that's issues that deal with groups that are problematic for us in terms of gang-related groups that may wear certain jewelry in certain ways.